You guys, I was trying to make a cute Santa hat or like a little elf hat to wear at my next Christmas market, but I think I accidentally made a witch hat. I started this project off by going through my scrap bin. I love doing scrap quilting. I think that's what it's called, or maybe it's called crumb quilting, where I take all the little bits that I have left over after I make all of my dolls and all of their little outfits, and I just kind of sort of piece them all together. And then I take that like scrap quilt topper, I guess you would call it if you're going to be technical about it, and I turn it into scrunchies, I turn it into tote bags, and I had this idea to make it into like a Santa hat that I thought would be so cute to wear to my next Christmas market. I used to do boho Christmas and I used to do like traditional color Christmas, but now I'm really into the bright colors like pinks and yellows and teals and things like that. So I wanted to make myself a hat that would go along with that. So I made my own pattern using an old hat that I already had. So all I did was continue to scrap quilt until I had a large enough piece to cover my entire triangle, which was going to be the pattern for my hat. The thing about scrap quilting is even if you use all of the same fabrics and the same colors, each scrap quilt comes out completely different because you're sort of like Tetrising all of these pieces together and puzzle piecing them all together. One of my favorite things to do is to make something from nothing. So to take little bits of fabric that would normally get thrown away in the garbage and making something beautiful out of it, like it just makes my heart so happy. The part where I think this hat went wrong is where I added the quilt batting in between the layers. I thought it would help it from being like too floppy and looking like too handmade, but now I think that it made it like a little bit too stiff, and this is where I think it looks like a witch hat, and you'll see what I mean when I put it on. I don't know, my mom said it kind of looked like a wizard hat, but anyway, we're gonna make this look legit. So I got some felt trim, not felt, what is this stuff? Fur trim. I don't know actually where I got it. I think someone gave it to me, and I'm going to use that for the trim of the hat because I want it to look so nice and so fancy. Believe it or not, this is one of the first things I've actually sewn for myself in a really long time. I sew for my small business. I sew for people in my life, my friends, my family. I am constantly fixing pants, hemming pants, fixing things for other people. But when it comes to myself, I'll just like safety pin it together because like I ain't got time for that. It's okay to also do a little bit of self-love and self-care and make something that is just like for me. It's a little witchy. Do that. Add a pom-pom. And this is where you get to leave a comment. What should I do to fix this hat?